Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Minutes of Inspiration with Calandra. Happy 4th of July. I hope you guys are having a good day. I had time today to come on a little bit earlier and to upload the episode a little bit earlier. If you are a consistent follower of the podcast, you know that I upload on every other Saturday and every other Wednesday. But today is Friday, and I had off today from my full time job. So I was able to go ahead and come on today and bring you this week's episode. So, how is it going? I hope you guys are doing well. If you have been following me on the YouTube channel, I appreciate you. I'm so grateful for all of the new subscribers over there. I'm also grateful for all of the new book purchases over there as well. I appreciate you guys. So, thank you so much for subscribing and following on the YouTube channel. If you are not over there, then I encourage you to go ahead and come over to the YouTube channel. The YouTube is Minutes of Inspiration with Calandra as well. It is just like the podcast, and it's actually the video version of the podcast. So if you would like to watch me on video, go ahead and come over to the YouTube channel. I also come on live and go through my book on the YouTube channel, and I have been doing that during the week around noon. It is also something that you would get additionally to just listening to the episodes if you wanted to be a part of the YouTube channel. My book, if you are new, is Faith Walk to Healing. It is a powerful devotional that you can purchase on Amazon. I also thank you guys for the book purchases that I have been receiving. I'm so grateful for you guys. So thank you so much for believing in me, believing in Minutes of Inspiration, believing in Faith Walk to Healing. I appreciate you. So once you do read the book, I encourage you to leave reviews on Amazon, share the book with your friends and family, and just let other people know about the podcast as well as the book, Faith Walk to Healing. So today's episode is Tear Down the Cliques in the Church and Uplift with the Love of Christ. I'm going to repeat that. That was a long title. But yes, today's episode is Tear Down the Cliques in the Church and Uplift with the Love of Christ. Uplift with the love of Christ. So, what are cliques? What are cliques? So, cliques is a small group of people with shared interests who spend time together and do not readily allow others to join them. So, it's a small group of people who spend time together and share interests, and they don't let other people join what they have together. They are the people, the two or three, sometimes more, that are just always together. Every time you see them, they're doing their thing together, and they don't want anyone else to be a part of what they have going. That is a clique. And I believe that we should not have cliques in the church. We should not have cliques in the church. The church is where the broken should be able to come, the lost, the lonely, the hurting. I believe that everyone should be welcomed in. Welcome people in the way they are. And when they sit under the word and hear the word of Christ, that they will change when the Lord puts it on their heart to change. I believe that it is the Lord who changes. It is us who welcome them in, but it's hard for those people to feel welcomed when they can sense that they are not welcomed. People can tell when they are not welcome. People can tell when you look down upon them. People can tell, even though your mouth may be saying one thing, but your actions is showing something different. And people can tell that. So we do not need to have cliques in the church. I realize that there are a lot of people that grew up in church, like myself, have always been in church my whole life. I was introduced to it as a child. I understand that that is not everybody's story. There are some people that did not grow up in church. They have come to hunger for the Lord as an adult, and they need to know that they are welcome. They shouldn't feel left out. They shouldn't feel neglected. We feel those things in the world. In the world, we feel that. So you should not be coming to the house of God, the house of prayer, and also feel that same negative energy. So, yes, I want to talk about tearing down the cliques in the church and uplifting with the love of Christ. That is so, so, so important to me. So, how can we tear down the cliques in the church? How can we tear down the cliques in the church? Number one, we can be more welcoming. I just talked about that. We can be more welcoming to all, not just with people who look, think, and act like you. We have to be more welcoming to all. I believe that when people come in, when they have a heart to come in, let them come in, welcome them, let the Lord change them. Let the Lord speak to their heart. We are planting the seed. We're not changing the person. The Lord is doing that. We should welcome them in and let the Lord change them. As long as they continue to come back and they keep hearing the word, the Lord will change them. We should not look down upon them if they don't look like us, or if they don't act like us, or if they don't think like us. We should do our job as welcoming them in and let the Lord be the person, the one that transformed the heart. So, number one, be more welcoming to all, not just with people who look, think, and act like you. Number two, if you are in leadership, greet all who enter. If you are in leadership, greet all who enter. I have seen it. I have experienced it myself. When you walk into a church, maybe it's not a church that you've ever been to. Maybe you are visiting somewhere. Maybe it is your own church, but you're not well known in that church, because a lot of these churches now are big or large. There are lots of mega churches. So you may have been coming for years, but everyone doesn't know you because it's so many people there. And if you're not a part of a small group, you won't be known. So, number two, if you are in leadership, greet all who enter. Don't greet your friends that you see every Sunday, and not greet the people that are coming in that you don't recognize or that you may not know. Greet all. If you are a greeter, if you are at the front door, if you are out in the mall area, if you are a greeter, greet everyone who enters. Not just people who look like they are on your status, not just your friends and family, not just people that are in your life group that you know, but greet everyone who enters. People are needing to feel seen. People are needing to feel loved. People are needing to feel welcomed. So, number two, if you are in leadership, greet all who enter. Number three, stop with the rude stares. It's noticeable. Number three, stop with the rude stares, looking at someone, letting them know that you don't accept them by just looking at them in a disrespectful way. That should not be done in the house of the Lord. That should not be done in church. That should not be done at all, but we don't live in a perfect world. The world we live in, we know that the world does that, but it should not be done in the house of the Lord. So, number three, stop with the rude stares. It's noticeable. People can tell when you are not welcoming to them, when you don't want them there, when you feel them at you treat them as if they are not wanted. People can notice that. It is very, very noticeable. So, number three, stop with the rude stares. It is noticeable. Number four, in small groups, don't single people out by their differences. Don't single people out by their differences in small groups. A lot of this is personal to me. That's the reason why I can talk about this, because I have experienced this treatment. And every time it happens to me, it just makes me feel for the people who are trying to come to know the Lord. I believe that sometimes these people are turned away from coming because of people that are acting with this type of character that I am talking about. So this is personal. I have experienced this. And again, I said that I grew up in church. I've been in church all my life. And even though I have experienced this type of treatment. That's why this is so dear to me. Because again, for me, I have a relationship with the Lord. But what about this new person that's coming? that is hungry for the Lord, that is interested in getting to know the Lord, that is interested in getting to come to the house of the Lord, but they are being treated like I'm describing in this list, and they are feeling unwelcome. They are feeling unworthy. They are feeling like they don't belong. And that's going to deter them and have them not want to come back. And by people behaving like that, you can turn that person away from the Lord. Remind you, everyone did not grow up in the church. Everyone do not know the Lord. So if this person is just trying to come and they see people acting in this type of character, they're going to think, if this is how it is, why am I even here? And it's deterring people away from the Lord. And that is why I believe that this episode was so important today, to shine some light. I pray that someone who can relate to this can listen to this episode and can understand that this is not everybody, that everyone is not like that, that there are still people that have a heart for the Lord and a heart for people. So if you have witnessed, or if you have been a part of any of this type of treatment, I just want that person to know that it's not the church. It's not everyone. It's not God. It's just the people that you have come into contact with. I have also come into contact with those types of people. So don't turn away from the Lord, or don't lose interest in the Lord because of those people. Those people do not represent the Lord. They don't represent the Lord. So I pray that by this episode, that someone that needs to hear this can find this episode and can know that if you are hungry for the Lord and you are wanting to come to the Lord and you have been feeling this type of treatment, whatever church you have been going to, I pray that you know it's not the Lord, it's not the church, it's the people that you are coming in contact with. And you may want to pray and ask the Lord to lead you to a house that is welcoming to you, a church home that is welcoming to you. So number 4, again, in small groups, don't single people out by their differences. Example, oh, you're too quiet. Oh, you're too loud. Oh, your race, your complexion, or your physical appearance. You don't look like the rest of the people in the group, so you're counted out because of that. Whether you are too large, whether you are too small, whether you are too dark, whether you are too light, whatever it is, those things are wrong. They are wrong. They are wrong. They are wrong to be done, period, but they are even wronger to be done in the house of the Lord and amongst the Lord's people. So number 4, in small groups, don't single people out by their differences. If someone is quiet, let them be quiet. Let them be themselves, because if they're quiet for a reason. Let them be themselves until they feel like opening up. If a person is loud, let them be loud. As long as they're not disrespectful, let them be themselves. Don't try to quiet them down because they're loud. As long as they're not disrespecting anyone, let them be themselves, because a lot of times people try to change you into who they think you should be, and that is wrong. We are all different for a reason, and we should be able to be ourselves. So number 4, in small groups, don't single people out by their differences. Let them be themselves. Number 5, don't talk about people that you feel is less than you. Don't talk about people that you feel is less than you, because no one is less than anybody. We all have things that we have been through, that we may be going through. We all have things that, if the Lord was looking at us and if we weren't living under grace, we would all be counted out. So don't talk about people that you feel is less than you, because nobody is less than you. Nobody. Those things do not represent Christ. They don't. How can we uplift with the love of Christ? How can we uplift with the love of Christ? This is the big answer. How can we change it? We just went over things that we should not be doing, how we should not be tearing down people. So how can we uplift with the love of Christ? Number 1, we can welcome all. We can welcome all, not just your friends, not just your crew, not just your clique. We can welcome all, because you don't know what it took for that person to get up to even come to the church that day. You don't know what was on their mind on their drive. You don't know what they may be going through at their home. You don't know. So we need to learn how to be more welcoming to everybody. So number 1, we can welcome all. Number 2, we can greet all. We can greet all. It costs nothing. It takes no time to say hello. How are you to everybody? People that look like you and people that don't look like you. We can greet all. Number 3, we can show genuine interest in everyone. Show genuine interest in everyone, especially in small group settings. We can show genuine interest to everyone. Let everyone be themselves. If someone is a little quiet, let them be quiet. If someone is however they are, let them be that way. As long as they're not disrespecting the group and causing confrontation, let them be. Don't point out their character flaw that, well, I'm not even going to say character flaw, because if you're don't point out someone's personality, because it's really not a character flaw. That's who they are. So let them be who they are. If they are quiet, because I can sometimes be quiet in group settings. I'm the type of person who likes to read the room. I like to read the room. I pick up on things. I pick up on energy. If I feel like I'm in a safe space, I'm gonna interact in that space. If I feel like this space is not safe, I'm going to just watch. I'm going to watch. And I'm not really quiet, but I can't really interact much when I can tell that the space is not what it needs to be. And there are a lot of people, most introverts are like that. They like to read the room, and let them read the room. Even the most quietest person will talk if they feel that the space is safe. Even if they are introverted, if they feel that this is a safe space, that they are welcome here, that they fit in this space, and they feel that, they are going to open up, they are going to interact. So let people be themselves. And if someone is loud, or you feel like they're loud, again, if they're not disrespecting the room, let them be. Let them be who they naturally are. So number 3, again, show genuine interest in everyone, especially in small group settings. We are sisters and brothers in Christ. We are sisters and brothers in Christ. Again, even the introverts will speak up and chat with you when they feel a genuine connection. I know, because I am one. That's the reason why I am emphasizing on this. A lot of people say, oh, this person is too quiet, they're not going to open up. That's really not true. They are reading the room. I am giving you a little bit inside scoop. They are reading the room, and they can tell that the room is not what it's saying that it is. And they're like, okay, this is not my space. Let me just shut down. Because this is not what it's portraying to be. So anyway, show genuine interest in everyone. So number 4, when people feel seen, they will want to come back. That is also a telltale sign of how people are being treated wherever they go. If people feel seen and they feel welcome, they are going to want to come back. When you go somewhere and you enjoy the service, or you enjoy whatever is going on wherever you are, you're going to want to come back. You're going to want to come back. If you go somewhere and you don't really want to come back, you didn't feel good there. The energy was not right there. The vibe was not right. So you didn't want to come back because it wasn't for you, So when people feel seen, they will want to come back. Number 5, exchange phone numbers. Check in with your church family at least once a week. Exchange phone numbers and check in with your church family at least once throughout the week. A lot of churches now, especially mega churches, I have been on both sides. I grew up in a small church. I'm from a small town. I've been in the city for 20 plus years. So I have been to mega churches as well. So I know both sides. In my small church, everybody knew everybody. In my mega church, unless you joined the life group, you know no one. You don't even know the person that's sitting beside you. And every Sunday is probably going to be a different person. So I believe that the gathering of the church, us coming together after whatever we have been through during our week, is supposed to help us feel replenished, uplifted, renewed. But if you're coming in a building, you don't know anyone, no one knows you, you're not going to feel replenished, uplifted, and renewed. You're going to feel like you're just coming to like a movie theater to go watch a movie, and you're going home back to whatever you left at the house, back to not knowing no one, back to no community, back to whatever you have at home. And I don't think that that's how it should be. I think that we should come together, know each other, uplift each other, be a part of a community, build together. If you haven't been around at church lately, someone should notice that. But in the large churches, unfortunately, if you're not part of a group, no one notices that. And that's how people fall off. And I just believe that we should build more community. And I understand it's not easy to do that in large churches, especially if you're not a part of a small group. But even with small groups, you have to find the correct one, because you can be in a small group and still feel alone. You have to find a place where you feel that you fit. And I want to encourage you guys today, if you join a small group and you feel like you don't fit, try another one. Try another one. Try another one. I don't care if you have to try 5, 6, 7. Try another one. And eventually you may have to start your own. You may have to start your own thing. You may have to maybe piece together a friend or two from each group and start your own thing. Because I believe in community. It is important for us to have community, especially in these times today. Especially now. Because there's so much division. And we need more community. So what is the purpose of the church? What is the purpose of the church? The purpose of the church is to glorify God, edify believers, and evangelize the world. I'm going to repeat that. The purpose of the church is to glorify God, edify believers, and evangelize the world. This includes worship, fellowship, discipleship, and service, all aimed at fulfilling God's will and extending his influence. The purpose of the church is to glorify God, edify believers, and evangelize the world. Again, this episode is so important to me because non-believers, widows, orphans, homeless people, depressed, lonely, anxious, lost, etc., need a home. And when those type of people come to the church, they should feel welcomed, valued, uplifted, and they should get to know the love of Christ. So that is why this episode is so, so important to me. We must tear down the cliques in the church and uplift with the love of Christ. So if you are new, welcome, welcome, welcome to Minutes of Inspiration with Calandra. I am Calandra. I am your host here. I come on every other Saturday and every other Wednesday to bring you a message to uplift, encourage, and inspire you to greatness with our Lord Jesus Christ. You can follow me right here on the YouTube channel. You can also listen in on Apple or Spotify. You can follow my group on Facebook. I have two. I have one that's for the podcast. It is Minutes of Inspiration with Calandra. And the other one is Sister, You Are Loved. You can purchase my book, Faith Walk to Healing, on Amazon. And you can follow me on TikTok at Minutes of Inspiration with Calandra. I am also a healing purpose coach. So if you would like to schedule a one-on-one session with me, then you can click the link tree in my bio on any of the social media platforms that you follow me on, and you are able to click for a 30-minute session or a hour session. So if you would like to talk with me one-on-one, please go ahead and schedule a session. Again, click the link tree in my bio. I am a healing purpose coach. So I am helping you with insecurity, low self-esteem, unworthiness, and to walk into the purpose that the Lord has created you to walk into. If that is something that interests you, then click the link tree in my bio so that you can schedule a session. The scripture that I have today is John 34 and 35. John chapter 13, verse 34 and 35. It says, "So now I am giving you a new commandment. Love each other. Just as I have loved you, you should love each other." Again, that is John chapter 13, verse 34 and 35, coming from the New Living Translation. I'm going to repeat it. "So now I am giving you a new commandment. Love each other. Just as I have loved you, you should love each other. Your love for one another will prove to the world that you are my disciples." Your love for one another will prove to the world that you are my disciples. That is what Jesus is saying to us. All right, I want to thank you so much for tuning in to Minutes of Inspiration with Calandra. And as always, know that you are loved, you are valuable, and your life is worth living. If you want to be a part of the YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe over there at Minutes of Inspiration with Calandra, and you will be able to watch me come on live during the week to go over the devotions from my book, Faith Walk to Healing. If you want to follow along with me while I do the devotions during the week, you can purchase Faith Walk to Healing on Amazon, so that while I'm going through the devotions, you will be able to also read along, and you will also have the journaling prompts at the end of each devotion. So at the end of each devotion are journaling prompts for you to be able to spend some time with the Lord in prayer, and you will be able to journal and have some reflection thoughts after each devotional. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. And as always, know that you are loved, you are valuable, and your life is worth living. God bless you and have a happy 4th of July. Be blessed.